That redshirt senior was 8th in the NCAA in blocks last year, 3 a game. Speaking of blocks,
offensive, Kentucky's getting it done on the defensive end. What they need are a little offensive production right now. Oh, good pass. Cauley-Stein with a terrific bounce pass.
how about Cauley-Stein again? Oh!
Young gets the 3. Give Cauley-Stein an assist on both of them. Good switch by Cauley-Stein on Lane. He might beat him, though. Good block.
Oh, my goodness. Not to take them. And then they throw it away. Wow. What a look from James Young. And which brother do they get?
Watch Young right here. Boy, this is a terrific lob. Right there. Cauley-Stein got it.
A lot of help on the scheduling from Dwayne Peavy, the assistant athletics director, along with Daniel Camps with a baby hook.
Got it around Lee, too. Look at that. 2 offensive rebounds on the miss by James Young.
First half. And Dave Bezold wants a timeout.
If you like rebounding, you're going to love this team. They attack this. They'll try to get it down inside and move the ball on an angle to the other side like they just did. Oh, good offensive rebound again. Already Kentucky with 11 offensive rebounds.
Michigan State runs really good stuff to get shots. Gary Harris gets inside, rejected by Cauley-Stein. And to take Trice with him. When that shot went up, there was no sense of urgency to get back. Randall banging with Payne, knocks him down, misses the shot. Cauley-Stein is the beneficiary of the loose ball. By more at this point in the game. Led 10-0. The lead has grown to 15. Down to 13 after the putback. Opportunities in the second half that they haven't been able to capitalize on. 11th turnover committed by the Wildcats again. Pick and roll basketball. Crowd at a jumper. His second field goal of the night. Again, it's a 6-point game. Appling. Costello. Blocked by Cauley-Stein. Spends a lot of time there. He can really be a weapon. Kentucky's missed 16 of their 34. Payne. Cauley-Stein with a rejection.
Defensive rebounds against Michigan State, only 2 transition points off those 26 boards. That's not near enough. Cauley-Stein, the block on McFadden. It's to go here in the first half, and it's all Kentucky. Hawkins inside, rejected. Dominique Hawkins to Willie Cauley-Stein. And Kentucky just putting it on Robert Morris. Willie Cauley-Stein is now getting back to the party as well. Waitress gets rejected. Good hands by Aaron Harrison. Throw it. That is not an easy pass to make from half court.
Iron, Willie Cauley-Stein the rebound and ahead to Harrison. Dominique Hawkins. And Cauley-Stein with the jam.
You've got
8-0 run, Kentucky.
Fake like he was going to shoot, kind of froze the defense, and Largerson, the big man down low, got caught. First, Dominic Wilkins on the miss. Willie.
Randall misses the 3. Ball knocked away, and Cauley-Stein puts it in.
Or James Young actually got the deflection to Willie Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein, baseline jumper, nothing but that.
Again, a lot of times rebounding the basketball. You talk about running the floor, rebounding sometimes
For the Wildcats.
that forced the offensive player right down the middle. And the length of the Kentucky Wildcats.
Since playing at the NBA tonight was a big night for him going up against future NBA players. Wanted to see what he could show to the scouts as Cauley-Stein hooks it in. Cauley-Stein with his 12th point.
Yeah, real nice possession that time by Andrew Harrison, though.
He's 1 out of 5 from the floor. Great block.
Rebounds. Randall to the basket. Dumps it off to Cauley-Stein. He lays it up and in. Key player in double figures. He has 11. Alley-oop to Cauley-Stein and the foul.
Coach Calipari has been here, but they're learning on the job. You can see the love defensively.
Harrison.
There you go.
Alley-oop, Cauley-Stein. Lewis blocked out of bounds. Vikings will still have it.
Force the tempo a little bit of their opponents. They've got a lot of talent, a lot of depth on the bench. Try to maybe extend up and move the tempo forward.
There's the backside help from Cauley-Stein.
To throw the ball back in bounds, you can see the drive and Willie Cauley-Stein with a left-handed block.
The transfer from Syracuse, who came to this program with Rob Murphy.
There's a lob pass. Now, that time Riley had to. That's that consistency we talked about earlier. They're trying to get the effort and consistency, not have those patches where you don't score points, you don't get defensive stops. Good second effort that time by Willie Cauley-Stein, staying with it on the offensive glass. Just good defense. I mean, I like the way Kentucky's trying to run, but that was just excellent defense by Bryant.
Ward had it blocked by both Poitras and Cauley-Stein, and then he gets called for a travel.
Speaking of excellent defense, wow. Nice drive there by Ward, but good defense from behind by Willie Cauley-Stein and Alex Poitras also.
And it's up and in by Jalen Ross.
Now, Kentucky tried to come up and trap, force the issue, but it's a good recognition by Ross.
Aaron Harrison! What a look as he got it to Cauley-Stein. Has one rebound, so he'll have to have a big final 20 minutes in order to keep that streak alive. And nice defense by Randall and Willie Cauley-Stein that actually got the block, Mace.
Yeah, and Randall only played 7 minutes in that for heck out.
Boy, and Lee got a good look at it, just couldn't get it to go. Aaron Harrison saw Cauley-Stein coming from way out.
They did there, but a good pass by Harrison up to the rim. Willie Cauley-Stein with a hashtag, look, Mom, 2 hands.
It may have been Randall. And Cauley-Stein at the other end with the block. They want to hold off the party for a while. Nice spin move. There's Cauley-Stein. That's his 5th block of the afternoon. And the alley-oop.
Willie Cauley-Stein on both ends of the floor. Great block defensive, then sprints the floor to get the lob on the other end.
With our Time Warner play of the game at both ends, Mace.
Well, doing it defensively, starts the break and then sprints the floor. Another block.
Make it 6. And he gets it back and finishes.
Oh, it's a compliment.
It's like this is my spot, and you're going to have to come through me to get it. Cauley-Stein got another block.
Today, he said, when you get in the game, as he's addressing his players.
Good patience, and there's a block by Willie Cauley-Stein. He had 7 in the victory over Eastern Michigan.
Cauley-Stein just reacts beautifully. Great response, and look at the speed to the basket. Looking at a hitting, so maybe he can get going for this team. Oh, not a good passer from that angle. Look at
the recovery.
Rejection. That is special.
Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in this first half. 7-point Kentucky lead. Harris, another block by Cauley-Stein, his 3rd. Harris got that one blocked by the forearm of Cauley-Stein.
By people like he can, you got to be honest, he can get that as well. Too deep.
Stein with the left hand. He fell to UAB 63-59.
Nice little wrinkle, tried to trap the zone.
Well, there's the offense for Cauley-Stein. You saw him go up to get it.
There it is.
There's the alley-oop for Cauley-Stein.
He was hiding on the baseline. Middle people. There comes Randall. It just sucks the defense up and will eat the zone. Might be inside out. Get the feet set.
Randall against the double team. Cauley-Stein the rebound and the putback.
A lot of action by Randall. 2-on-1. The ability to slice the rim by the big guy.
Weight loss. Willie Cauley. Let's get new suits. Visit the tailor. Oh, that could be costly. The three is no good. The putback for Willie Cauley-Stein. And again finds Bounce the bounce pass. Bounce has it blocked by Cauley-Stein. Blocked again. Woo. Harrison for Cauley-Stein.
Ball with the stroke, and right here, you've heard of bats in the belfry. I mean, this would drive you nuts trying to get a goal against him. You can't body search a la Bill Russell, the ability to run. I also think it's all he's had to do this second half.
Harris blocks by Cauley-Stein. That's his 8th, a new career high.
Nice pin and reset.
Cauley-Stein, that's where you want to shoot from. Instead, he puts on the floor, got it, and a foul.
What else do you need? There are so many things he's going to get better.
See, they're daring the Harrisons to finish. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's their game.
Willie Cauley-Stein with the flush.
I'll take a look right here. There's the lob for Willie Cauley-Stein. And then other end, pick and roll, little breakdown. You got a lot of people moving to the Sun Belt. Atlanta, Dallas, and Houston. We're starting to really get a lot of people. There's Cauley-Stein.
Flipped that one in.
Yeah, he's growing offensively, John. Also from Montreal. What a connection there.
Somewhere Dan Shulman is saying, Fran, it's Montreal.
Montreal. Okay. All right, Dan.
6 boards in this one. Inside Willie Cauley-Stein. That was too easy.
Good work. Good work by Aaron Harrison. Avoided the deep paint. That time it was Randall. This time Cauley-Stein.
And they play more of a soft man. They don't really contest out to the three-point line or beyond it, except on certain players.
The 7-footer Stein down the lane. Cauley-Stein with the basket. How about the new look for the Broncos?
This Boise State team, very good off the dribble and very good shooting it. They like to get it side to side.
Coming down to Spain, Cauley-Stein defended beautifully there.
High-level experience.
It's a real Aussie connection here with Boise State as Young launches again. Cauley-Stein there for the follow stuff.
At the Breslin Center, just an amazing win by North Carolina.
Thompson trying to drive the baseline and a block there by Cauley-Stein.
Duncan being guarded by a guard, even though he's a big guy. Sets a lot of ball screens. Good split.
But Cauley-Stein with a great recovery.
Willie Cauley-Stein has been such a presence, even though he is
www.getsecnetwork.com. There's another block by Willie Cauley-Stein, who has been everywhere on the defensive end. He has 5 blocks. Young can't connect though. Poitras back up and a misfire. Cauley-Stein is there for 2 more.
Eric Marks, he's a second-half player.
Marks handling it now, driving that lane, applies the break, swatted away.
And it doesn't mean you have to go out and gamble, but what it does mean, stripped there by Lariaga. Poitras, even John Calipari put it this way, he's not a playmaker, he's a finisher. And a guy who's a tremendous physical presence and a rebounder and a guy that can really run.
One thing, Jay, you talked about earlier about shooting threes. One guy has made 20 and the rest of the team made 3. And it's the shot block.
Cauley-Stein with a rejection. He's had 2 9-block games in the last couple of weeks.
And North Carolina is going to go inside and challenge him. And Joel defended pretty darn well in this ballgame to this point.
Well, they're doing a great job on Page. He's their big scorer. They've stopped them right there. What a block shot.
Cauley-Stein with another one.
I said before, he was a good shot blocker as a brunette, but even better as a blonde. And that was when he switched off a ball screen out top, still got to the
turn back.
Tell you what, North Carolina playing pretty good 5-man defense right here in this set.
Lobs it up for Johnson. Followed by Cauley-Stein on the weak side.
There's the size. That size is unbelievable. It's pretty, but it's close. and is pitting two of the elite programs in the nation.
Lob for Cauley-Stein to tie the game.
Why not more often?
They need to run good offense, and first and foremost, they have to set good screens. If they set good screens, they'll force switches and get people open.
Here's Meeks. And Randall helping out Cauley-Stein to deflect that shot. It'll stay with Carolina. Blocks already for Kentucky in this game.
Just beat me to the punch on that. I was going to tell you, he's slow going to the basket.
Johnson, and there's another block again by Cauley-Stein.
Important for them to play well and get to good spacing out of the double team.
Some room for Harrison out of the corner. He misfires on the baseline jumper. Here's Cauley-Stein, the 7-footer, left-handed layup, averaging 8 rebounds a game, his first basket.
Consistency this year.
Here's Mann, nice Jenkins. Cauley-Stein with the rejection.
Woo! Blake Jenkins, you think you have a wide open, and the reaction, the quick reaction to the back. And with him in the lineup, you can switch 1 through 5, so you don't anticipate having a guy who can guard out on the floor, but he certainly can, and that's an improved area of his game.
Belmont now 7 of 16 behind the three-point line. Paulson to Cauley-Stein for the flush. Season.
Dave, he had double-figure free throw attempts in his first five out of the first 6 games, but in the last 2, only 10.
Good thing you missed that one, because Willie Cauley-Stein was right there. Paulson getting a lot of minutes here.
Randall's got a little one down on the inside.
Alley-oop! Oh! Willie Cauley-Stein!
Watch the roll on this. He and Harrison threw this basketball short. Cauley-Stein still able to go up, corral it, and flush it in over the top. I think there's more. Kentucky's #1 in second chance points among the major conferences. Wow!
Loud, Belmont trying to shock the world again. Willie Cauley-Stein. Cross-court pass, Hawkins gets it to Harrison. Cauley-Stein elevates off the window. Oh, the win. Scoop shot, no good. Loose ball on the deck. Look at Hawkins battling for it. Cauley-Stein. Boy, he is so quick down in the paint. Cauley-Stein with the screen. Harrison. Alley-oop. Got it to go. Wasn't how he thought it would go down, but it worked.
All season long. Van Treese in the game for Louisville, number 44. And Russ Smith has it swatted away by Cauley-Stein, his 51st block already in this young season.
Those 2 3-pointers, that's the game.
Here's Smith driving in, and it's blocked again. The other end.
Well, we talked about it here, just a great awareness and something he...
It's Young again, and that's Cauley-Stein with the putback.
Harrison to Hawkins, inside to Cauley-Stein with a flush. Misfires, Hawkins the rebound. Off to Poitras. That won't go. The follow by Cauley-Stein. Timeout, Mississippi State.
Dominique Hawkins, and then as the ball goes on the glass, he follows with the offensive putback.
Have highlights and stats for you coming up. And 1:18 off the game clock. Nice move by Cauley-Stein. Little shoulder fake to the left, spun back to the right. There now with his first basket. Saying something for Gavin, averaging double figures at 11 a game. Little floater to Cauley-Stein.
Floor, he literally just outran all of the Kentucky players right to the basket.
On his season average with 14, and Cauley-Stein answers back. He now has a dozen.
A lot of schools in the SEC were after this young man, deciding on Vandy. I think he's going to be a special one for Kevin Stallings.
Cauley-Stein with a very nice touch inside, the sophomore from Northwest High School, Olathe, Kansas. Listen to Randall. A corner 3 can be inviting, can it? Willie Cauley-Stein with his second Nice gentle hook shot going through.
Second half, because if you have 2 fouls in the second, you can stay aggressive if you pick up a third.
Jones tried to go in. Willie Cauley-Stein was there.
And you can see that's the footwork and the athleticism that they have. Just impressive to see.
Like this guy right here, diving in, count the 2 and a foul.
Defensive execution, but Willie Cauley-Stein here just with the ability to put it on the floor, take the contact. He came in with such hype and such great expectation, and deservedly so, but he's also got to understand that he's got to be the table setter.
Like right there.
There you go. Keeping your guys engaged. When you keep them engaged, I haven't seen anybody that explosive in this game thus far in the end.
Willie Cauley-Stein on the doorstep in 2.
Playing the #1 team in the country, and so they're going to get their opponent's best.
It's the Super Bowl for everybody. A steal. Willie Cauley-Stein.
Wow, how about the hand?
At Memorial Gymnasium. The steal, and he's done it all day. The long arms, the long gate, and then the flush.
And try to play the free throw game, especially knowing how poorly Kentucky executes from the line.
Oh, they get it to Cauley-Stein with a beautiful lob by Aaron Harrison.
Been the tone setter for the Wildcats.
We talked before about how Kentucky is.
Poitras to Harrison, and now inside Cauley-Stein, and that's his first basket of the ballgame.
Rim, beautiful execution of the lob play. Kentucky does that as well as anybody in the country.
Morris size advantage on Harrison, but Randall came to help and get his second block. Last touch by Georgia. Kentucky takes it.
And Julius Randle, who start inside, and then off the bench, 7-footer Dakari Johnson, and Alex Poitras, who was the starter last year and maybe playing as well as any of the Wildcats right now.
Cauley-Stein getting his second block, second in the SEC in that category. Evan, a man.
You see the length there.
1 point. But rebounding, keeping Georgia in the game.
Georgia's going to stay with the 1-2-2 zone. Kentucky goes right inside.
We go with these mini runs. It was a 7-0 Kentucky run, then a 5-0 Georgia run, and then a 5-0 Kentucky run as Thornton gets blocked out of bounds.
That time when there was no help, he's wide open under the basket for a layup.
Foul was on Taylor Eccles, his second. Cauley-Stein is all in all, and the 7-footer finishes.
Great pass by Andrew Harrison. He's same high school that produced Desmond Ringer, who plays for South Carolina.
Cauley-Stein breaking out of that slump.
Off at his feet.
Jurisic blocked by Cauley-Stein. Block of the game for Kentucky here.
Defense leads the offense. There's the shot.
Competing and just playing. You know, Kentucky's guys are standing around watching, particularly the Harrisons.
There's a nice feed from Young to Cauley-Stein. That's Cauley-Stein's first field goal.
The newsflash would be if he couldn't dunk it at 6'11" and long arm. I mean, but they're not.
That three's off the front of the rim, barely grazing the rim. Here comes Kentucky. A lob for Willie Cauley-Stein, who throws it down through contact and a foul. Aaron Jones picks up his first foul.
Short, Cauley-Stein goes, grabs it, and is able to go right back up and finish.
He got to the foul line more frequently than usual. Good closeout from Jones to block that shot from Harrison, but Poitras found it before he got rejected by Colby. Now Cauley-Stein with his second field goal.
Rebounds.
Yeah. That's really the only game he's played that well as far as scoring production in conference play. Kentucky breaks it, and Cauley-Stein throws it down. Zipped inside to Cauley-Stein, who's got 8 points for Kentucky. White against Young. Got blocked by Cauley-Stein. And then found Cox underneath, who couldn't score. Once again, White with a loose ball. He gets rejected by Cauley-Stein.
Now you're seeing Willie Cauley-Stein hustle to the corner, gives a second effort. And that's what you're looking for. Get out, hedge hard, recover.
They'll play at 9 against Mizzou tonight on ESPN. Randall inside. Cauley-Stein has made all 5 field goals today and breaking out of that slump.
And wins in this game.
Summers against the 7-footer, trying to use his quickness, but the 7-footer went straight up.
Willie Cauley-Stein, superb defense on a point guard. He's doing a very good job of guarding Henderson without fouling him.
Cauley-Stein fights for the offensive rebound and a chance for a three-point play. What a night for Willie Cauley-Stein.
You know what? Playing big doesn't mean you got to bench press 300 pounds. It's a mindset. Mentally, he was ready to go.
Henderson drives and Cauley-Stein rejects him.
Means we can maybe manage, what he brings to the table, but he could play at the next level in Europe somewhere.
Randall against a triple team. Cauley-Stein, who else? Double-double, 17 and 10. They call Colby for the foul. He's finished. Kentucky, which can take the lead here. Cauley-Stein broke out of a slump on Tuesday with a game-high 18 points. Wednesday in College Station. When they got beat by 20 by a team that had lost 5 in a row in Texas A&M. Willie Cauley-Stein with 2 more.
Any player maybe on this basketball floor. He's only about 5'11", 6 feet, but he has constantly driven it to the lane all day today.
No chance to stop Cauley-Stein, though. The 5th offensive rebound in the last 10 minutes for the nation's best offensive rebounding team. Cauley-Stein, size advantage, takes advantage, and Kentucky's lead back to double digits.
10 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Cauley-Stein sees a little seam. Oh! Get out of the way! Willie Cauley-Stein had some moments this year. This one might be up there. Oh, that is just a devastating throwdown by a 7-footer.
You have to go back to 2007, the last time the Gators won here. So for all these seniors, this one means a lot. Nice turnaround by Willie Cauley-Stein.
Anderson, nice pick and roll inside, but Cauley-Stein with a block. Perez on the drive, and he ran into, I think, his own man. And here comes Cauley-Stein, and Kentucky 4-on-1. And Harrison got it right back to Cauley-Stein, who made the defensive play, and he gets the offensive score on the other end. Biggest lead of the night.
And they have been active. They've ran hard. They've moved the ball well. And again, multiple guys.
And block shot underneath by Cauley-Stein. Looked like Colby had an easy dunk on the way, and Cauley-Stein said, nah. Blocking shots this year. One of the best in the SEC. Proving it right there. With a
switched all the action. Willie Cauley-Stein takes on the point guard. Doesn't phase him.
Young with the jumper. Cauley-Stein got it to go.
How many teams can do that defensively? A very short list.
It gives you a lot of options come March.
Cauley-Stein! Oh, man! Punch it!
Off the initial pass right here. Boom, the ball gets tipped, and Willie Cauley-Stein make it late.
Jimmy, after you pointed out earlier, rightly so, that he didn't dive for a ball. Nice to see the youngster come back and dive it one there.
Absolutely. And think their best players are older guys. It took an older team, Florida, to beat Kentucky in here last Saturday.
Leadership out of bounds off of Cauley-Stein. It's going to stay Tiger basketball. Man, there is a lot of traffic. And catches the ball.
Again, Johnny Jones says, okay, we're going to go get him on the elbow a couple of times with the 5 guy taking on a small shooter.
Harrison, Cauley-Stein finishing inside.
Good help there on defense.
Cauley-Stein with the left hand. The foul is called on Fred Gully III. Cauley-Stein. Second bucket for Big Willie. Off 7 straight after falling behind. Willie Cauley-Stein flush.
Back to the right, and the man with the ball is not really certain where they're going to be.
Off the bench and putting a shot off his head. Cauley-Stein got the rebound and flushed it. Biggest lead of the night for the Razorbacks, up 12.
Andrew Harrison, great work to Cauley-Stein. Another dunk for Willie.
Pass start.
Aaron Harrison to Randall and back. Now Aaron's going to take a three. Didn't get it. Willie Cauley-Stein, his fourth dunk of the night.
Listen, that kid has got a heck of a future ahead of him. And again, we mentioned in the first half.
Ball's driving, elevating, blocked by Cauley-Stein. Shot fake from Kingsley. Alandis Harris rejected by Cauley-Stein.
Team gets set up here and make the move. Easily avoided the foul, went straight up.
80 points in the paint, only 14 outside of it, and they're 6 of 39 shooting outside the paint. That's why you got such a reaction. Aaron Harrison a minute ago when he knocked down the threes. Cauley-Stein, not lose count. I think that's 5 dunks tonight. Timeout and contact, no call. Andrew Harrison for the lead. No, Cauley-Stein, his 6th dunk of the night, and the Cats are on top. Here's how they got it. What a game from Willie Cauley-Stein off the turnover. Andrew Harrison, no, big fella there for the flush.
Stop the play and use up some time. Use up time, but be looking for stuff as you're doing so.
Cauley-Stein over Portis. He doesn't always have to dunk it. What a night Willie Cauley-Stein's having. 16 points.
How high they lifted it becomes a 4-round one.
Portis swings it around Thornwell. A little drive and kick. Notice on the drive. Met resistance and rejected by Cauley-Stein. More look.
I'm not sure what the whistle was for.
Randolph gets it right back underneath. Cauley-Stein, nice defense though to block Taylor's shot.
Last 90 seconds, Kentucky has been that type of a ball club. Again, Willie Cauley-Stein, and not so much holding on to it and staring people down.
Here's a guy that really hasn't gotten off tonight after having a great week and a half, and another block shot by Cauley-Stein. That one on Levi Randolph.
Stein can protect the rim, he can get out and cover ball screens, and he can erase mistakes defensively. Kentucky, they'll catch very few ball fakes. And anytime that thing gets below the free throw line extended or inside, good things have happened for him.
Young missed another three. Cauley-Stein inside, good offensive rebound and an even better move. His first field goal of the night.
Twins helping each other out in the backcourt. And sometimes after you get it over half court, it's not over either. Alley-oop for Willie Cauley-Stein. That's the best thing you can do, Tom, against that trap. Off balance shot, no good. 2-on-1 break right now. Willie Cauley-Stein and Harrison, and Cauley-Stein with the two-handed slam. Yeah, good work right there. One of the few times that Florida has Cauley-Stein getting back just then, too. Young had a chance for a layup. You get pushed away by Cauley-Stein. 88 blocks, third most for 80. And look at the timing, but you know what? Usually there's a guy who helps a shot blocker, and that was Randall just then.
Shot clock under 10. Stringer, bounce pass. Mickey, blocked by Cauley-Stein.
Sleep and smile. How about this block? Now, when you play against a shot blocker, I don't think that's going to can fly in the air and get shots from different angles.
Top 2 shot blockers in the conference, each getting one. Harrison misfires. There's Cauley-Stein with the offensive putback. Hickey. O'Brien. Blocked by Cauley-Stein. Here's Cauley-Stein. He'll face up on O'Brien. Jump hook is good. Back and forth we go down in the post.
Can't stop that one. It's making it easy for the refs to blow the whistle.
Martin, way too strong.
Give James Young credit because he got quickly there. There we go. Now, a little easier finish. Teammates involved. Terrific assist by Randall. And a high flyer, Willie Cauley-Stein. Not many 7-footers that can run and do that on a full sprint. You know what? You just saw Randall's ability, though. The slide, he didn't take a charge. Once he passed it and back out, I let Hickey go at Randall. I say that because of speed and quickness. Big guys don't like guarding smaller guard. Wow. You go inside, and not only does it be solid defensive performance by this Wildcat team.
Martin dumps it down to Mickey. And Cauley-Stein came from the top of the key to block the shot.
As he adjusted with the offensive rebound, he should just go right up. The pump fake is fine against most teams, but not against this.
Long pass almost intercepted by Hickey, but the alley-oop to Cauley-Stein, defended by O'Brien, then Cauley-Stein throws it down.
The ball player since he first got to Kentucky. Many thought he would go to the NBA after last year. He thought he needed.
There's a pro slot 45-degree ball screen. It's so difficult to defend, but Willie Cauley-Stein can erase mistakes at the rim, and he just did.
10 in the last 17 and a half minutes. Cauley-Stein sends one into the trombone section.
Defend the rim and erase mistakes by Willie Cauley-Stein, then triggers the run game. 3 or 4 guarded shots per half against this juggernaut defensive squad.
Here's Prater. Down low to Young. Young got his own miss, got rejected by Cauley-Stein, and it went off Kentucky. It's in the lineup for Kentucky. Young, who hit the last shot, is going to try to drive and lob to Cauley-Stein.
Maybe that's the counter that Kentucky has for the pressure.
Cauley-Stein takes it up and in.
A great play by Willie Cauley-Stein. It's hard to get anything good off of ball screen action against Florida.
Cauley-Stein in traffic. Randall, now he's got an offensive rebound. What's he going to do with it? Got it back up there, and Cauley-Stein got his mitts in the way and tipped it off the window.
You know, if John Calipari is talking to Shannon about getting on the offensive glass, he's going to leave that interview and talk to his team.
Kentucky with Cauley-Stein on a lob. That's one of the few times Kentucky's given up points in transition. Frazier rejected by Cauley-Stein.
Offense.
Young pick and roll to Cauley-Stein. Good shot.
Great feat by Willie Cauley-Stein because he was in a crowd.
Second regular season game, they cut a 16-point advantage down to 6. Rejected by Cauley-Stein.
The other direction and folded and melted on this floor, but they have not.
Kentucky wants to play with offensively.
Poitras has come back out for Kentucky, and Cauley-Stein is such an exceptional shot blocker. Over 100 blocks.
And as an offensive player, you have to.
On a fresh 35. Awandu. That ball again rejected by Cauley-Stein on the floor, unable to finish it. Now Foster at the other end. Rejected. Cauley-Stein has 3 blocks. 5 to shoot. Andrew Harrison launches. Cauley-Stein with the putback.
What a big basket there by Cauley-Stein.
Dumping it down to Cauley-Stein, who dunks it down.
Now that's good execution offensively, and I'd like to see more. I think Willie Cauley-Stein can be more of a factor offensively. Terrific post entry there, and then the gather and the finish with contact by the big fella. Jump shots.
Feeds Cauley-Stein to perfection.
Wow, how about the patience by Harrison there? Just the ability coming off this screen. You see the roll, and that hesitation right there by Harrison allowed just enough time for Cauley-Stein to get that.